Hello friends, I'm back again with a new video in the series DSNL Go for coding interviews. The problem that I'll be covering today is buy and sell share for maximum profit. This is one of the most commonly asked problem in the coding interviews. There are multiple variants of this buy and sell share problem. The problem that we'll be covering today is the easiest one, and in the subsequent videos I'll be coming up with solutions to different variants of this problem. Now let's talk about the problem statement. The problem statement basically says, given an array representing prices of a share on different days, find the maximum profit that can be earned by buying share on the ith day and selling it on any day after the ith day. Okay. The condition that we have to follow here is we can only do one transaction. So buying and selling shares is allowed only once. Now, let me take you through an example. Here, we are given an input array which represent the prices of the share on different days. In this particular case, okay, the output should be 5 because if we buy the share when its price is 1 and we sell the share when its price is 6, okay, we can maximize our profit. Okay, so the output in this case is 5. Now let's talk about the approach. Okay, the approach that I'll be following is we'll create a max array which will contain maximum price after every day. Okay, so suppose in this example, okay, our max array will contain the maximum price after every day. So like for 1, the maximum price is 6. The max array will contain the entry 6. For 5 also the maximum price will be 6. For 3 also the maximum price will be 6. But for 4 there are no elements after it. Okay. So for 4 the maximum price would be 4. Okay. By creating this max array, now we know the maximum price of this share on any day after the ith day. Okay. So after the first day the maximum price is 6. After the 4th day the maximum price is again 6. Okay. So basically you have to compare the price on the ith day and the maximum price you can receive after the ith day, and that is actually demonstrated by this equation. Okay, so we have to take the i+1 entry from max array, and from that we have to subtract the price of that share on the ith day, and we'll get the profit for that particular day. Okay, this approach will look very easy when I take you through the code. Okay, there I have explained each and every step in details. So let's now jump onto the code. The main job here is to implement this max profit method. It takes an input argument which is an array, and this array contains the price of share on different days. Okay, now remember one thing, that if we know the maximum price of share after every day, okay, so if we are on the second day and we know the maximum price after the second day, okay, we can easily calculate the profit by buying share on that day and selling it on the day with the maximum price. Okay, so let's take this example. If we buy it for 7, the maximum amount that we can sell it for is 6. Okay, so at each step we should know what is the maximum after that. Okay, so if we buy it for 1, the maximum after 1 is 6, right? So if we know that on a particular day, okay, on a particular day if we buy the share, and what is the maximum profit or what is the maximum price at which we can sell the share after that day, okay, then we can easily calculate profit for each and every day. Okay, so let's start coding now. First thing we should always do is check for boundary conditions or edge cases. So I'll check if prices is equal to null or prices dot length equal to 0. In this case, this means that the array is empty or its length is 1. So basically, even if your array has just one element, you cannot make any profit, right? Because you can buy the share but you cannot sell it, right? So in that case, we'll basically return 0. Okay. Now I'll basically define an array, which is, I'll name it as max array. Its size will be equal to the, its size will be equal to the size of the prices array. Okay. Now this max array will basically contain the maximum price after any day. Okay. So I'll start filling it from the rear end. Okay. So first I'll put the last element. Okay. So prices dot length minus 1 is equal to okay. So we have actually put the value at the last index of this array. Okay. Now we'll start filling it from the rear end. Now if the price on the ith day, okay, is greater than the maximum price after ith day, okay, then we basically say the max price on the ith day is equal to prices I. Okay. So basically this condition will help us in understanding that what is the maximum price after the ith day. So if the maximum price, okay, if the maximum price is less than the prices I, then for the ith day the maximum price would be the maximum price on the ith day would be equal to the price on that day. Okay. Else we basically say that max array I equal to, so if the price on that day is less than the maximum price on the I plus 1 day, then we basically copy the price from the I plus 1 day. Okay. Now let's try to understand this with the help of this example. Okay. So this is our prices array. Okay. Now in our max prices array, first we put the last element. Okay. So it's basically 4. Okay. Then we basically check if the I minus 1 index, or basically the second last index, is greater than max I plus 1. So if 6 is greater than 4, okay, so we make it 6. Okay. Now we again check if 3 is greater than 6. So it's false. So we basically copy the value from max I plus 1. So it still remains 6. Okay. Now we check 5 is greater than 6. It is false. So we copy the value from the I plus 1 index. So it is 6. Okay. Now we check the same thing for 1. So it will again be 6. And for 7 it will be 7. So this is how our max array will look like for this example. Okay. Now we have to initialize. Okay, that I'll do in the later step. So our max array is now prepared. Okay. Now I'll go through the max array. Okay. So I is equal to, so I is so here I should not iterate to the last index. We should basically iterate to the second last index, because even if you buy the share on the last day, right, you cannot sell it. Okay, because that is the last element. Okay, so we will only consider buying till the second last element. Okay. Now I'll create the max variable, and I'll basically check if max is equal to, basically I'll initialize it to the maximum of max and max array I plus 1 minus price is I. Okay, so basically we take the maximum price after the ith day and we subtract the price on that day from the maximum price. Okay, and this will give us the price that we can earn by selling the share on any day. Okay, so now if we return this max, we'll get the maximum price that we can earn on any day. Okay, so yes, our code is complete now. Okay, let's try to test it now. The maximum profit that we got for the first input array is 5. Okay, so we can see that if we buy it for 1 and sell it for 6, we can get a profit of 5. Okay, for the next array we got a profit of 24. Okay, which if we buy at 1 and sell it for 25, then we can get a profit of 24, which is the max profit. In the next case, the profit is 0 because we only have one element. Okay, so we can buy it but we cannot sell it. Okay, and in the final case the profit is 7. Okay, so this is the complete solution of this problem. It is one of the most commonly asked problem when it comes to coding interviews. I'll check in this code into my GitHub repository and will provide a link to my GitHub repository in the description section of this video. I'll also provide link to the coding portal where we can solve this problem. If you like the content of this video, please give me a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. It gives me a lot of confidence when I see new users subscribing my channel. I'll soon come up with a new video on problems frequently asked in coding interviews. Till then, keep practicing and keep learning. Goodbye for now.